The Outer Worlds 2 is complete overpriced garbage, and everyone knows it. From $80 to $70. And I know, boys, I am slightly, just a little bit late to the party, but you know me, I am not gonna miss out on a chance to piss all over Obsidian, because that is almost my hobby at this point. Oh yes, the Outer Worlds 2 has decided to lower its price from $80 to only 70. And I know there's gonna be already some loser typing in the comment section, that's not $80 and this is not 70, it's 69. Now shut up. You're literally the reason these prices keep going up. Because you are so stupid that you're gonna call $69.99 not $70, but 60. You are the problem. I do not respect you. I do not like you. I think you are a weak-willed, spineless, jellyfish-like individual, and your opinion has no value. Now, obviously, the fact that the price did get reduced is hilarious, because this means that, Obsidian knows what's happening, Bethesda knows what's happening, and Microsoft knows what's happening, that this game absolutely has no shot. I have been talking poorly about this garbage dumpster fire for a long, long time now. Dear Galactic citizens, I like the LARP. We have received your SOS via skip drone about the price. As an organization devoted to making sure that corporations do not go unfettered, we at the Earth Directive have worked with Redacted to revise the price of Outer Worlds 2. While this may not bring peace to the galaxy or even your local colony, we assure you all that we are here to fight for all colonies in every way that we can. Bullshit. We live in a timeline where paying more than $30 for a AAA game seems, yar har har the high seas, and I'm not paying a dime. Listen, Ubisoft said it best. If I'm not gonna own my game, pirating is not theft. It is what it is, boys. And this is that situation. Honestly, this game is probably gonna be so slop that there's not even a reason to pirate it. In fact, that's a lot of people commenting on this game, by the way, on my videos, that this looks so bad that there's not even a point to get it for free, okay? Outer Worlds and Obsidian is gonna have to give this thing for free to people, so at least 5 people get into it. Okay? Paying this, but keep in mind, they initially asked $90. Now they're asking $70. This is not even Borderlands. I'm not gonna pay more than $15 for Borderlands. And these people are asking for 70? This is not even a real AA company, honestly, at this point. What does Obsidian have? Well, what does Obsidian have? Anyone? It's all the fame from Fallout New Vegas, which was a success. After that, all of the developers that made that game left, and then they made The Outer Worlds 1. Now, it did sell pretty decently, but keep in mind, it was a disaster. People did not like it. It missed everything that made Fallout New Vegas so good and so special. And now, The Outer Worlds 2 has come, and you know what they did? You know what these absolute dipshits at Obsidian did? Want to make a guess? Well, I'll tell you. They took all the feedback of people from Outer Worlds 1, the people that were saying it's too linear, there's not enough choices, there's not enough freedoms, there's not enough consequences, there's not enough options, there's not enough role-playing, the game is too safe. They took these core complaints, and in The Outer Worlds 2, they added more guns. This gun shoots confetti. This gun gives cancer. Yes, this gun makes small things smaller, but not your dick. That's already small enough. That's what they did. That was the plan. That's what they achieved. Is that anything what any player who actually even was relatively faithful to the Outer Worlds 1 wanted? No, fuck no. And before that, we had Avowed. I was hyped about Avowed. I was saying good things about it at the start. I even, in the midway, when it started to look bad, I said, this can be fixed. There's still a chance that this is not going to be horrible. And it turned out to be even fucking worse. The color palette, the guns, the gameplays, the options, the everything was stupid, bad. It looked garbage. Females didn't look like females. And this is the same thing with the Outer Worlds, too. The same exact goddamn thing. There's not going to even be a single hot female companion. Every relationship is going to be a gay one. And, well, I mean, guns? This gun levels with. Shut up. No one cares. No one wants. No one likes it. $70 from a bunch of people with their heads stuck up their own behinds so far they can't. Well, they're fucking opening the doors to Narnia almost. About a game that they literally took no feedback against and said, you know what? No, the players don't know what's right. The players don't know what's actually fun. This shit might as well be made by the Bethesda and written by Emil Paglarino. How absolutely garbage it's probably gonna be. This game probably is gonna have even less options. We looked at the gameplay. I have videos about that. We looked at the gameplay and it looked disgustingly bad. The developers, unironically, full-blown force, went in front of a camera and said, we gave you more role-playing options because you want them. And you know what they did? Their example of role-playing options was a door that doesn't open, and you have the option. Do you want to engineer it open, or do you want to brute force it open? My God, if those are not the best role-playing options I have ever seen in my life. Yes, when I'm talking about role-play options, I'm obviously talking about opening doors that have one room behind them with a fucking chest. Those are the roleplay options that I'm looking forward. And they had like, okay, here's a bridge, you have like 3 or 4 options how you want to get through it. You talk with the gods, give them what they want, you kill all of them, or you find a glitch and just go past. I guess that's an option, but considering that's the only thing they mentioned as role-playing, that was actually kind of role-playing, I mean, okay. It's something, I guess. It's not really good, and the fact that that's the only thing you're mentioning is kind of stupid. I mean, I saw what you did with Avowed. How bad, how sad that game was. And by the way, the Outer Worlds color palette is literally Avowed. The world building is literally Avowed, and that's really bad. Because I don't know if you played Avowed, I don't know if you've seen Avowed, but Avowed is a dumpster fire. It's all the rainbow flag colors everywhere. Nothing makes sense. The world feels it's like someone from the city tried to make it's the World of Warcraft retail problem. It's like someone from the city is trying to make locations that are the wilderness, and they have never actually left the city. But some magically how still when they need to make a city in a game, they still don't actually make a real looking feeling city, that everything feels fake constantly. And this is the same problem that the Outer Worlds 2 is gonna have, because all the locations look just like fucking flat out dipshittery. I think a lot of modern games in general are doing this completely wrongly. And it is the fact that they have like, okay, here's a place, flat plane, and then there's a point of interest, and they need to make that point of interest stand out. And in the process of trying to make that point of interest stand out, they ruin everything around it. Well, you know, there's a plane everywhere, but suddenly that random point of interest that fucking has a pond or some shit there for no reason. Just no reason. It's completely a outer terrestrial place suddenly for no reason, because they want to make everything feel special. How about trying to make everything at least feel that it's real? That it should be there, not it's just randomly plumped there because someone felt like it. How about doing that? But they're not gonna do it. The role-playing options that we also saw in the Outer Worlds 2 were horrible. Somebody had even commented on that when I was making fun of it. They said, "Oh, these are the stupid options. These are the stupid options. They're selling us the stupid options because they're stupid dialogue choices if you want them." No, these are not stupid dialogue choices. You know how you can... This is the most basic way of recognizing if your dialogue is shit or not in the game. If you give me 3 dialogue options for anything that NPC tells me, and I look at all 3 of them and I'm like, I would not say any one of these options, you failed. It's as simple as that. You know why Baldur's Gate 3 is hailed as such a great role-playing game? It's because it doesn't matter who the hell you are. Whenever you have a dialogue choice what to say to someone, there's always going to be at least one or typically like 3 choices that you are like, yes, I am a real person made out of flesh. I'm a meat popsicle, effectively. I, as a meat popsicle, would actually, in real life, maybe answer in one of these 3 ways. And some other people would be like, I, as another meat popsicle, but with the flavor of spaghetti, would answer in 4 of these 7 ways total. But what we saw from the Outer Worlds 2 dialogue, there was nothing. I did not want to answer in that scenario with anything. Not a single answer was good. Not a single answer was me. And, you know, all of us are in some way slightly special. All of us have these neat little quirks and things like that about us that make us, you know, unique and snowflakes and all of that good shit. But on average, we're pretty average. I'm pretty average when it comes to these things. Now, I'm the guy who admittedly does take the evil options most of the time because I think it's more funny and interesting. But still, I can as easily associate with the good options. I can easily understand the value in the good options. It's just the evil options are slightly more interesting to me and more my style. But when when it comes to being average, I'm pretty average when these things. And the fact that there's no option that actually speaks to me means that there's probably not any option that really speaks to anyone. Except a couple of people, obviously, but that's not the average anymore. So if you're making dialogues that don't fit the average person, it's a failure. You have failed in dialogue creation. And that's what it looks like. It's Starfield all over again. Absolutely pathetic. I cannot wait to see this game absolutely just implode. And people are not good. People are not kind in the comment section, okay? Man, just look at this. You have everyone. Remember when they said video games would be cheaper when we went all digital since they don't have to pay for physical supply chains? Yeah, me too. Same buddy, same buddy. Smash JT with a completely unnecessary shit show you guys have created, all thanks to greed, obviously. It's synthetic potato. Gigantically, the market just isn't ready for $80 games, and this is the wrong game to price. By the way, this is also, in my opinion, kind of silly. You know, he's a person who always tries to be good and positive towards the massive multi-dollar million companies. What a take. The problem must have been this disastrous. If they're lowering the price 10 won't change much though. Yes, the fact that they are lowering the price is literally speaking volumes. I don't remember what was my prediction for this game. Maybe it's gonna have like 30k players on Steam peak. It's probably not gonna be enough. Definitely not gonna be enough. Maybe it's gonna have 10k players peak on Steam. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell because it's really hard to gauge how popular the Outer Worlds is. I think a lot of goodwill has been burned after the first game. So I don't know. I think we could be looking at averaging plus minus 10k players of the baseline of 20 when this thing releases. In any case, I don't think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be a disaster. Have a nice day. Bye.